Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties and views to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah, yeah. Steam it up in your YouTube program, let's roll.
All right. Good evening, ladies. Oh, the hell? Hold on. My theme music went on without me. How dare it? All right. Well, oh, that's why. I am echoing. My bad. Hold on. Okay, there I go. I forgot to shut off my YouTube sound. So I'm echoing in my own ear. All right. Well, holy crap, we made it. Welcome to the Mystery Movie Night podcast. I am your host, Deleted Scenes, human being American and YouTube Ronin, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's show. All right, first things first. There apparently is some kind of technical situation going on between Twitter and StreamYard right now. So if anybody who normally watches on my Twitter feed, yeah, you're not hearing me right now. So, all right. If you're watching this later, apologies, but it's kind of out of my hands right now. It's a StreamYard thing. They have to fix it on their end. But we're up and running, finally. I do want to say hello to some people who have joined us here in the live chat. FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. Jamie Lynn Simons, friend of the channel, good to see you. Faithful Blue Wrench, channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Cleary. All right, scrolling down. Creator of the 10-Word Review, the host of Films with Friends, Big Al Presents. All right. My fellow panelists this evening are patiently waiting backstage, so I will bring them on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the most violent woman on YouTube. She has seen Human Centipede 200 times. And it just keeps getting funnier every time she sees it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her. You cannot live without her. I know. Since Corner.
Oh my gosh, the lies that are being told about me. I can be violent. Here's my dog's water bottle. That's my weapon tonight. But I've never seen the human centipede. Don't let him fool you. Not the water bottle. Yes, I'll throw it.
Human centipede.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I've never seen it either, and I don't plan to.
Yeah, same.
All I know is the moral of the story is don't be the one in the middle. And I went, okay. All right.
Yeah, gross. Probably first one, desk position, one in front.
Yeah. All right. So, my other fellow panelist this evening, the man who basically has shanghaied himself into this broadcast. Like, one of these days, maybe he'll tell us why. Ladies and gentlemen, Enigma Severus.
Where's the centipede? I can get it. I've actually never seen that either.
No, neither have I. I know, like I said, I know the ending, and I'm like, Yeah, let's put a pin in that one and leave it over there. Hello
Don't need to
to JPRPH1. What's all this I hear about violence on YouTube? No, violence.
We follow
Oh.
Sin's lead.
Never mind. Okay.
He started it.
What are you, 5? Okay.
Yes, I am right now.
Hello to Acres of Movies says Hyman Tahiti. Long story. What was the mystery movie?
Oh.
Okay,
We're
well,
going to tell you.
yes, we are. All right. Well, since we are a little pressed for time tonight, let's just go ahead and get to it. Drum roll, please. Tonight's mystery movie: How to Make a Killing, starring Glenn Powell,
Yes.
along with Margaret Qualley, Ed Harris, Bill Camp. My little buddy from Twitter, Zach Woods. We'll get into that a little bit later. And Jessica Henwick. All right, so this tells the story of Beckett Redfellow, who he is the scion of a very rich family, but since his mother, through a chain of events, has him out of wedlock, she's basically thrown out of the family, and this is about him trying to win his birthright. And
Yes.
the way he goes about it is a little interesting.
Expedites it.
Yes, he decides to expedite things, and it gets increasingly more complicated as he goes. All right, so mystery movie resuming some beat. No. Al says, I like Glenn Powell. I hope the movie was good. Well, I gotta tell you, certainly for me, yeah, I thought it was. This is definitely up there. It's been a good year so far. At least as far as I'm concerned. But then again, movies like this are kind of up my alley anyway. And
Have you seen No Other Choice? Because that's what this reminded me of.
I didn't see No Other Choice, unfortunately.
I couldn't finish.
I
45 minutes in, and I was just like, ugh.
Well, this reminds me, and up to a point, so does the plot line of No Other Choice. It reminds me of this movie that Michael Caine did around 1990 called Shock to the System.
Okay.
Where he is basically climbing the corporate ladder by taking down...
Offing the competition.
Offing the competition. And if he can get the nagging wife out of the way somewhere along the line, yeah, he does that too. But yeah, and I thought that was a very good film, because this is Michael Caine for 90 minutes being this, you know what he's doing is wrong, but you're rooting for him anyway. And, and you're kind of doing that here, because,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, he's killing people. But they're kind of assholes, so you're rooting for them. At least I certainly thought some of them were, for sure. I thought it was pretty tightly written. It's it keeps you guessing because other people in this movie also have their own agendas.
Yeah.
And in particular, Margaret Qualley's character has something that she is cooking up behind the scenes as well. And it kind of becomes this game of cat and also cat. As he is not only trying to implement his plan and keep all of these plates spinning, he's got to deal with her along the way too. And she's this childhood friend of his. who grows up to be a bit of a sociopath. In fact,
Just a bit.
a lot of them are really. And
Yeah.
Why is she always playing such unlikable characters? I think I just don't like Margaret Qualley. She's always
Well,
playing somebody
yeah.
I want to punch in the face. And I think it's the way she looks too. Like something about her kind of annoys the hell out of me. I don't know if maybe it's also because she's a Nepo baby and that kind of agitates me a bit.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
she plays her role well. If that's the
Oh yeah,
emotion.
she absolutely
Yeah.
does.
yeah,
Okay, so you loved it. You loved it. Deleted. Okay.
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying this is the best movie of the year or anything, but it is certainly kind of up there in my top tier right now. And it's been a good year so far.
It hasn't been terrible. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I've only been like thumbs down on like 3 movies, and honestly, one of them wasn't all that bad. This kind of lost me at the end. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, that
yeah,
one.
Glenn Powell's very good here. Again, much like Michael Caine in Shock to the System, it's pretty much you're following him. He's in every scene. Well, I mean, except for kind of the earlier few minutes where you get the backstory with the mother, and then you get him as a child, and then it's pretty much from like about 6 or 8 minutes in on, it's him. Yeah, it's a good movie. You're rooting. You're not. Oh, this is wrong. No, but you're kind of rooting for him anyway. Kind of like Roof Man in a way. This is not going to end well, but you want to like him. And you have Margaret Qualley's kind of side plan. You get Ed Harris's freaking crazy side plan.
Yeah, that
Where
guy was something else.
He 100 proof Ed Harris. Yeah, I
I
kind
think
of like I like to think of his character. Oh, sorry. I like to think of his character in this as what would have happened to his character in History of Violence if he'd survived.
Oh, I haven't
This is
seen History of
probably-
Violence.
Oh,
I think
yeah, I'll tell you about that one.
I think his role was fairly pivotal for this one
Oh
too.
yeah,
For as limited as it was a very very well executed scene that they were dealing with. So, but yeah, I'm in the same line with you on that. Deleted. There's a lot. When you're referencing the tightly written, I think there's a lot of intentional dialogue that's placed in the film for all of us as we're watching. Granted, the result of it, again, not going to ruin that, but I think it's faithful. It's faithful to the whole point and the premise of the movie, and it's in and of itself. So yeah, I think it was an awesome movie.
all right. I do want to say hello to a few people who've joined us real quick. Our buddy off the cover. Where are you? Get in here.
Hey, Paul.
Evelyn Paul. Hi. Basco Scenario.
Basco.
Logical Spark.
Logi.
Our man from the future, Sashi. Saying thumbs down to only 3 movies. Are you getting soft deleted? No, it's just early in the year. We'll see. We'll see how
Sin
this
stole his
goes.
soapbox. No, I'm just kidding.
But
What?
so far,
Sin took the soapbox from him.
I only have one movie on my rotten list.
Mhm.
Night Patrol.
Oh
That's-
yeah, good
That
lord.
one
Yeah.
so far. Yeah. I mean, others have been kind of like, they're not going to make my list of favorites, but they're not terrible either.
Right.
So, okay. So as far as this one, it's well made. It's well acted. I don't like stories like this. As likable as his character was, I wasn't really rooting for him. I found that most of the people, if not all of the people in this movie, were quite unlikable. Even his girlfriend, who wasn't, didn't really hesitate to lock lips with this guy while she's still with her boyfriend.
Right.
I just like I did not like. She was the most likable one of them all, but even that, it's like, oh come on, really? And like these sorts of stories just don't sit right with me. That's probably part of the reason why I could never finish No Other Choice. I don't like that scenario. I don't like that setup. I can't root for somebody who's killing people just so he can get ahead, not in self defense, just so he can get ahead. He had a perfectly good life and he had a good relationship with it. Well, of course, he'd already killed a person or two before he hooked up with her. So, but it's like he just couldn't stop. And yeah, that's right. And I'm sure we will be at some point, Sashi. But yeah, oh, and also, okay, in the beginning, it starts off with he's on death row and he's got 4 hours to his execution. Boy, that justice system was on turbo speed for him to
Yeah.
be on
Yeah.
death row, waiting execution, and the stuff that happened at the end.
It was
And
like,
he's
we're in
still
Texas.
his young self. It's like, this is not possible. We're living in a fictional world.
Yeah.
Because if we were living in real life, he would be like in his 70s, 4 hours away from execution
Yeah.
or something. So obviously they took some great creative liberties with how fast the justice system moves. So you're not really supposed to, I guess, take it seriously. Can you hand him to me, please?
I mean, he must have been convicted like last week when he was
Yeah,
on
you can.
death row.
Sorry, got distracted. But it was just like, it probably. And please do the water thing too. Sorry, got distracted. Dogs have to go out. So this isn't going to make my list of worst because it didn't generate the level of annoyance in me that, let's say, On Swift Horses did or Oh Hi did, movies like that. But it also wasn't something that just grabbed me and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a great film. I didn't care. I wasn't really rooting for him. I wanted him to stop. I wish he had never gotten started. Obviously we wouldn't have a story, but so this just I didn't click with this one. But if you like this type of film, you will enjoy this movie. If this is a story that you really appreciate, I think you'll like this film.
Well, the dark humor that was subtly placed into the thing, though, because it's like
some stuff was funny.
Every
That's
10
true.
minutes, they're having these funerals.
Funerals,
and it's everybody else.
yeah.
But yeah, the way in which they were going about it and his explanations to things a lot of times were very funny. And so yeah, his way of going about things, especially with that priest. He's like, of course, we don't want an investigation. You know all about that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that caused a chuckle in the audience. That was pretty. So Glenn Powell, I like him as a person, but he's got a face that annoys me on the screen. He's got this weird, when he grins, his face.
Did his mouth look small to you?
His mouth always looks small, and he gets this really snarky, smarmy look when he grins. So just him grinning makes me want to, just you aggravate me. Don't grin, don't smile, because it doesn't look good on you. And he's actually a fairly handsome guy, so I don't know what the hell it is, but it's like he just agitates me on screen. I don't know. That's the way I felt about him in Running Man too. I think and I feel that way about him in Top Gun Maverick and in The Hitman. So
gosh. Him. Yeah, I remember The Hitman too. It's I think this one's a step up from that one.
He wasn't a bad guy in that one, the other one. But he's a bad guy in here. Yeah, he's bad.
This one reminded me of Payback in a number of ways, except in the movie Payback with Mel Gibson, the entire tagline is get ready to root for the bad guy. Like he makes no qualms, at least Mel Gibson does. He doesn't make any confusion as to who he is and what his life was about. And we do cheer for his side because he was wronged in specific senses. And so that one I really enjoy.
He's the hero in that because he has a code, and he doesn't deviate from it, and that's very much what the Parker character, which is basically what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the Donald Westlake Parker character, and here it's not so much about that. It's that they kind of stack the deck against the family.
Right.
That it's like, I mean, except for Bill Camp's character, who's, you do genuinely come to care for him. And,
His uncle?
The uncle,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the mom and his mom.
And the mother. Yeah, and his mom.
She was a legitimately hard worker, and they had a great positive message with her actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Agreed.
they did, yeah. You know, very much
She could have
so.
taken the easy way out. She
Bear
didn't.
with me one sec. Yeah, really good.
Oh, the doggo.
I know.
Yeah, she could have taken the easy way out, and she didn't. She had lived this life of luxury, and it would have been so much better for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as complications and hardships, for her not to do what she did. But she chose what she chose because it was ethical and right to her.
Mm.
And I did appreciate that messaging.
I mean, and like throughout the movie, he's given those opportunities to really readjust his mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I was saying a lot of the dialogue, a lot of his personal thoughts, a lot of the things are definitely most likely not what his mom was looking for.
No, I don't think so.
And so it was that's why I said I think this is why they stay faithful to the conclusion that they give, you know, because had they deviated from it, I don't think it would have been as complete or as correctly demonstrated as it should have been, you know. And so yeah, I trust me, leaving the theater, I was really torn on how to perceive it or how to receive the entire movie message, but I mean, I think they did a really good job with it. So
yeah. You can make a good movie about somebody doing the wrong thing, and
right.
that's what. And even at the end, without giving it away, I don't think he's quite out of danger.
Right.
You know, because
Correct.
he's, you know, I kind of look at it as regardless, he's going off to his doom.
Well, and this is why Ed Harris's character for me is so pivotal, is because it's like this is what you have transformed into.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is only one, you know, direction that you can go from now on. And so, you know, yeah, I think it was really, because that's it does apply to us in our daily lives, at least for me personally, you know, and I've shared with, you know, friends and other things, you know, coming out of, you know, different circumstances that I've been in and being able to overcome certain things. You know, I definitely haven't had a bad life off, but it's also not been overly easy either. And so, you know, you're looking for eventually the decisions or the regrets that you do have, you know, you can't go back and take those back, you know. And so I think they do a really good job with identifying with the audience and his decision making, you know. So I think it was awesome. Yeah.
So, Sin, would you say that this was a movie that you would have gone to see if it wasn't a Mystery Night? This would have been a pass for you?
Yeah, I would, because when I found out what it was, I was not enthused. Now there have been times that I have known what the film was and I wasn't enthused, but the won me over, like Sing Sing, let's say, or My Old Ass, stuff like that.
Oh,
But
for sure, yeah.
because I knew, say what?
Except for that ending. It's like,
Which one?
Or for My Old Ass, where
My Old
both of
Ass?
them- yeah, where the boy's able to see both of them at the same time.
Oh yeah, that didn't really bother me too much. I went with it just because I don't think you're supposed to put those pieces together. That's not what the story is about. So it for whatever reason that didn't really get under my skin too much. But this is a movie that I would have just avoided because I just don't like the subject. I just don't, just like I don't like mafia movies. So I typically don't watch mob movies, that sort of thing. Even though there are some that I do like. So no, I wouldn't have gone to see this on my own.
We have a new face here.
Hello.
Alfira Disty.
Ditsty?
Good to see
Am I
you.
saying that right?
Hope that you are enjoying the show. We're talking about last night's mystery movie, How to Make a Killing, with Glenn Powell.
And it is better than Crime 101. By far.
I'm going to go see that. I think I'm going to go see Crime 101 on Thursday and Psycho Killer on Friday. I'm going to try.
But yeah, I put the spoiler video up for you deleted. That way you could at least hear the outcome of it and just be like, this is no.
Oh, with Crime 101, I don't care. I already know what's going to happen in that movie just by what it is. So
Yeah.
that's. I got the idea kind of. Well, going off on our tangent here, I kind of got the idea that it was going to be maybe a little by the numbers, heat light. My only question off of that movie would be better or worse than Den of Thieves.
It's much worse, and it's also worse than the By the Numbers. So,
Which Den of
Okay,
Thieves, the
then.
first or second?
second one was okay. First
I meant
one
the
was
first.
best.
I've only seen the first, so.
So I saw the first one, and I remember being unenthused by it. And then I rewatched it and enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
For whatever
Yeah, I
reason,
thought
it worked
I
better
thought
for
it
me
was
the
fine.
second time. I enjoyed the second one too. I like the second one as well.
Second one was really good. I especially loved where Gerard Butler had identified with the thief, and he goes, "That was a lot of fun." It's just like,
But in the end, he did what was right.
yeah, but yeah, and so sure enough, once his buddy is let go and everything, he's just like, "What's next?" It's just like, oh please, we want another. So
Do we want to go into spoilers before we run out of time?
I just don't want the audience to like go away if we do that. We could stay out of them. So
It's y'all's fault. I don't mind either way.
I personally don't want to give it away, but
well, there's an
If-
experience there that I
Yeah.
don't want to destroy for them either, and so yeah, we can leave it alone.
and
Trying to think of what experience you're talking about. Maybe you can tell me in the private chat because I'm super curious.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to think of how to put it into words. I was thinking about it this morning, and yeah, if I give it a day, and see, this is what I had done with Crime 101. Is with Crime 101, I left the theater, and I had actually asked one of the cleaning attendants because I waited till the end of the film to see if something was going to come up, and I'd asked one of the attendants.
it wasn't an actual Marvel movie. It just seemed like it was a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'd asked him, I said, "Hey, what have you seen this movie yet?" And he goes, "No, but I've heard a lot of positive things." And he goes, "Did you enjoy it?" And I said, "It was distinct." And that's all I could honestly say, because I was let down, just like Mercy. It's just like, man, I'm let down by how I understand. That's why when I wrote you guys, I was like, I understand the conclusion. I'm not sure yet. And then so you do your morning routine, you go through a workout, you go and do coffee, do things. And so we're off for the week from school. And so I was like, I don't know. This is just no. It's the decisions, the way in which they made things. I was like, this is a pure disappointment for me personally. And so I was like, yeah, I'd be disappointed if I had wasted money on this. But yeah, when I left the theaters with this one, with How to Make a Killing, the dark humor was there. The pacing was great. The production, like you were saying, was great, and the message. I did leave in somewhat of shock, like, wow, that's how we're stopping. And then from that, I was just like, why is it as the audience, are we happy or sad about the conclusion? And so I just started reasoning with myself on that. And to be quite honest, I think that's how they have to do that. Otherwise, I would argue it's like Crime 101, where the story goes against itself.
Yeah, it feels
And
like
so,
it's not. Yeah.
and so, so yeah,
It,
I thought it was a great way in which they did the movie. And so, without spoiling for others. But yes, please go see it if you care to. Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's up your alley. Otherwise,
I
Sin would not be going.
no,
no.
I'm not going to say don't go see it, because I think if this style of film and story is
Mhm.
something that you like, I think you will like it. But
That's
if
right.
it's something that you don't like I don't like, yeah, I don't think you're going to connect with it quite as well as maybe others would. And I didn't. I was hoping for him to get caught. I was hoping for someone to, I was rooting for the FBI agents. I really didn't care for his character. Like, there were moments where he was charming and funny, and I did feel bad for the situation that he was in because of his mom and everything. But to me, it was just like, when he started doing what he did, it crossed the line for me, to the point that I got detached from him.
Oh,
I got detached from caring about him as a character.
this doesn't spoil it at all, but did you notice in the writing the distinction between the message his mom was trying to convey to him and the interpretation that he was taking from it? Because for me, that was awesome. I loved, because it really does set the tone for the rest of the movie, because you have his mom, hard worker, doing these things, genuinely trying to make a great living for her son, and she is saying specific things, and the actions that she's doing and the things that she's saying with him, and then the interpretation that he's taking
Hmm.
is just distinct. And so
And
I was
she's
just like,
not
that's
around
right,
to guide him
right, yeah,
in the
It
way that he needs to be guided.
yeah.
it kind of reminds me, in a way, of the Indian films, KGF, because it's kind of what happens there. Is that the lead character of Rocky, as he calls himself, takes something that his mother said to him when he was very young, and he kind of overdoes it. I
Oh,
think
okay.
he overdoes it big time. But yeah, so it is kind of, there are parallels, I think, between the two characters in that film. In KGF, he basically becomes like a Tony Montana, like a Scarface.
Hmm.
But here, like I said, without going too deeply into it, I don't think he's out of the woods. you know, I,
Oh
I
no,
just,
yeah,
I
no,
don't know. This is, you know, and one of the reasons why the scenes that Ed Harris is in are so pivotal is that this is where he's going to end up. You're going, all right. You got the money, you got the mansion. You're sitting in it alone like you're Howard Hughes. What was the point? And that's something that it's something that obviously Ed Harris's character himself did not consider. It's obviously something that Glenn Powell's not considering. And Margaret Qualley is just such a freaking nutcase by the end of it that I
No,
don't
she
think she
was
cares either
super.
way.
She was super annoying. Well,
I don't. She doesn't strike me as annoying
oh, she was
because
terribly annoying. I hated her character
as the
so much.
character, you're not supposed to like her. That's the
No,
thing.
you're not. That's why she was annoying, because I didn't like her.
But if you're going to have those getaway sticks, I can't get mad for too long. But that's just a thing with me. But as I was saying in the Twitter chat during the movie, which I wish you guys could see sometimes because we have fun on there during the films. But so it's like I got nothing against her. It's just that she's chosen these kind of evil kind of characters to play, or characters that have these extreme.
She might have been
extreme
typecast,
flaws.
Yeah, she's getting that way from me. And she's kind of now at that point very similar to Daisy Ridley, where I disliked Daisy Ridley's character Rey in Star Wars so intensely that I started to kind of project that on her as an actress because I didn't really see her in too much else, okay? So then I watched The Marsh King's Daughter, and I think I opened my review with saying something like, I wondered if it was Daisy Ridley that I despised or if it was Rey, and it's Rey. It wasn't Daisy because I liked her in The Marsh King's Daughter. I haven't seen Margaret Qualley in a role where she's played like a good, normal, decent person. So I feel very antagonistic towards her, just like as a person, because she's always playing such an absolute shit in movies that I've seen.
She does well in Chaos Walking.
I didn't see Chaos Walking. Are you talking about just Daisy Ridley? I didn't see her. I didn't see
now
that.
the production decided to abandon the long-term project that they were planning for that because it's based off a book series. And so, so Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley are starring in it. And so they kind of get the short end of the stick with that. And that's how the movie, but honestly, the story was great. Their acting was great. And, again, I thought it was a really well done movie for how they ended up, with the production. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The messaging on this movie, especially the other one I was thinking of was Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, where we get that messaging on how the AI, and there's been a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people are commenting on that. And I was just thinking maybe it's the algorithm. That's why I was asking earlier this week. Is it just the algorithm that's doing that because I made a video to it and then others, I've seen a couple others, but we get that message from Good Luck, Have Fun. And then we're getting, this type message from, this gentleman making specific decisions and deciding this is what he's going to do. And so it's just, and then we're noticing that he's asking himself throughout the movie, is this enough? Yay or nay? And so, yeah, I think it was really well done. Yeah, this is good.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. I wish I could have liked it more. No.
And hello to Bonzo Kilborn. No, not.
I wasn't.
Just,
he was messaging, but I didn't see it till later.
I really feel Sin. I think Sin keeps all of her stuff back because she doesn't want to. She's like, no, not
I don't say anything. Yes, exactly. I don't even post my review on Critic List until after the live stream. Maybe I save it as a draft, but I use my phone during a movie to take notes. And unless there's like an emergency and someone's contacting me, whatever, but that's pretty rare. I use it to take notes, but I stay off of the messaging during the film.
I loved Ed Harris's discussion on The Voice and the conscience, and that I loved it. Loved that dialogue, and I thought it was it's so very true. And so I
had a hard time buying that he was supposed to be as old as he was supposed to be in that movie. Well, 1939.
Yeah, I
Right.
was thinking about that.
Yeah.
And number one, and I have two reasons for going into this. Number one, over the weekend, for the first time, I watched the movie The Longest Ride.
Okay.
Um,
Love story.
it's a Nicholas Sparks love story. It's got Scott
Oh,
Eastwood
okay.
and Britt Robertson in it, and Alan Alda is in that movie as well, and he's playing a 90-year-old man when he's very clearly, obviously, not yet 90. And we're talking about a movie that goes back another 10 years to begin with. And so I was thinking about that when I saw Ed Harris's character in this movie, and that made me think, okay, two things have happened here. Either this is taking place at some earlier point in history that I just somehow missed, or they just went for, let's get the best actor we could find, age him up a little, and hope that people buy it. You know, so that's what. Oh, I get it. Because when I was watching the movie, and they brought up 1939, I went, okay, they're doing with him what they did with Alan Alda and Long Stride. They aged him up, and they were just with these kind of very subtle.
Well, Ed Harris is
Little makeup
he looks like that. I mean, he looked like Ed Harris of today. He didn't look like an mid 80 something year old person he was supposed to be. He didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
He was very spry too.
I loved what
well,
was-
you can keep Ed Harris out of the man, but you can't keep Ed Man out of Ed Harris. I don't know.
he was fairly active.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, he gives him a chance.
He did. He was fair.
It was fair. You know, this is well, it was self-defense, was it? You know, okay. Fuck
Well,
it.
that one
You know,
was self-defense. That one was. That one truly was.
Guys, Enigma has brought up something, and honestly, I want him to be able to say his piece. So what we're going to do is we are going to very briefly
The banner.
we're going to go into spoilers. So I'm going to put a banner up, and if what we're about to talk about figures into the ending of the film. So if you want to just like mute for a few minutes for as long as the banner is up, and I'll put the about to put the banner up right now. So if you want to stay away from spoilers for this film, very highly recommended. At least I do. Enigma seems to like it. Sin doesn't like it as much, which is perfectly fine. That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see your point of view on this too. So all right. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, Psycho
Okay.
Killer as well doesn't call to me, but I'm going to be interested to see it. But no, on this one here, every decision that he makes, even from a young kid, he's making for himself, and we know that. And so when we are taken on this journey with him, yes, throughout the whole movie, I wanted to cheer for him because it was just like, he's supposed to be the good guy. He's supposed to be the one that gets his just due. We got a bunch of douchebags and they first introduced that one cousin and then the second one. And we're like, yeah, these are people that really, aren't going to be missed through the movie. And so, it's Gabe from The Office. So, no, I'm just kidding. But even how he meets his current girlfriend, the process by which he meets her is a compromised process. The decisions and the opportunities for him to not do what he's doing, and yet he continues going. He's like, but I would never kill my uncle, but his uncle dies of natural causes. And it's like, and then we have the young lady who's behind him, like, I guess now you're going to have to finish the process. But here's the thing. She never gave him a time on when he needed to complete it. But yet he still voluntarily chose to go during the night of his engagement because he still considered himself more important, and this is where we have the Ed Harris scene. And, he still makes these horrible decisions for himself and not worrying about others. I mean, he never did love her. He never did. He saw himself as wanting the possessions that he wanted. And it was way too fast. He was trying to make his perfect life way too fast. And so, yeah, it was a horrible, horrible type mentality. And so when we get to the end and he gives up the billions for this girl just to save his own life and get him out of it, it's justified that the girl leave. It's justified. And it's like, it's justified that he ends with her, because it's like she was never unfaithful to who she was. He was. She was
right
never.
Right after he had told her that he would rather die in jail than be with her, he flipped right away. And so what I thought might happen was that he was going to have a little bit of a redemption arc, and that he was going to realize the simple life with this simple girl that loved him was going to be the way to go. And instead he just continued to be a piece of shit.
Yeah. And for us, as the audience, we want that redemption. We really do. But that message of, you still have to stay faithful to this story. This is who he is.
As is the type of, there is no redemption because he's just not a good person.
And Ed Harris clearly told him, he goes, old, lonely, with a bunch of regret. This is the path you're choosing. This is the path you've chosen. Like, there's no returning after a while. And so, like I've tried to tell to a number of my students in the past, your decisions, eventually you don't get to change. This is also a C.S. Lewis thing, with his book, The Great Divorce. The decisions that you're making eventually don't get to be taken back. You have a conclusion on specific decisions, and now it's just, now you can only go forward and make better decisions from here. And he never does that. And so,
Well, I would, something, not counting the redemption part of it, I was hoping that, so he was going to, one thing I was annoyed at was that she is going to get billions and she doesn't pay for anything she's done. Like, I wanted both him and the Quali chick to both get it. I wanted them to get it. Also, I thought she had killed her husband. It ended up, no, that wasn't it. But he's not safe. He's not safe because the moment he pisses her off, she'll just turn him in. Also,
she's going to swag him. Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she'll do him in somehow. And something else that was completely unrealistic was how quickly he got that inheritance. And that was all settled and done.
Oh, yeah. They would have had to gone through a lot of legal.
Oh, it would have gone on forever, for years, and he would have been an older guy. And so, but that's not the point of it. The point is, like, this person that he is, these choices that he makes, the journey along the way, to showing the audience what an absolute terrible human being he is. Yeah.
But I think we have gotten accustomed to, and, Deleted has discussed Hollywood enough, or a good bit, but, not enough. You could do a lot more damage. But, I think we've gotten accustomed to wanting to see these happy endings, or wanting to see these compromises, and the people still getting to these rewarded positions, where with this one, we actually see a person who has made these horrible decisions, major misinterpretations of the point that was being given to him. And, and now you get to see how these consequences are, because it's true. And this is why I said, have fun, good luck, don't die, has that great AI message. This is a great message here of, the uncle was trying to explain it to him. The girl was trying to explain it to him. I liked you enough when you were just riding the bus. I liked you enough without this end goal. The uncle extended his friendship and said, you know what, I should have helped you out. And that was a big regret of mine. And, and he's still not catching on the point. A lot of people don't catch on to the point. The money does not make you happy. It doesn't, and like he even said, if somebody has said it doesn't make you happy, obviously they weren't with enough money or whatever it was. He said that at the very beginning. You know, and so like I said, I think they really stayed faithful to the point, and yes, I would have liked a different outcome, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, would I appreciate the movie as much? You know,
In the end, he is in a prison of his own making.
yeah.
Well, he may end up just whacking her off too before she can get to him.
Yeah, but
And she may have come up with her evidences. I mean, he was
who
he was
knows?
being followed the whole time.
I mean, they're both
Yeah.
snakes, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But she
And it's
she
just-
never admitted to being something different.
it's like no, she didn't. It's like it reminds me of this interview I saw once with Sharon Stone, and this was after Basic Instinct, where somebody asked her, where do you think they went from there? And she went, she has to kill him. There's no way he can live. And I think in a sense that's where they're heading here. One or the other of them is going to have to, because let's face it, neither character knows how to share.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
One
you
of
hear
them,
when the
one
gate
of them has to go eventually.
when that gate closes, you hear it like a prison cell when that gate closes.
Yeah.
And it
And
was
that's
just
the
like,
way I took it. Is
yep.
he is going off to his to either his death, or he's going to be alone the rest of his life like Ed Harris was, which is in effect a death sentence.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I saw it. So,
And that was Ed Harris's. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was
which
his
is
little
what
admission.
he tried to tell him. Yeah, and it's to have the backbone to go with a plot like this, and stick to it to the end. That's what made it for me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is why you're kind of not, if not maybe necessarily at the top, certainly close right now. Yeah, interesting film with an interesting message. So
I mean, you're bought into him. You're bought into, you want to cheer for him because he's the protagonist. You want to. And
exactly,
with its conclusion, that's that audience experience I was referring to. With that conclusion, it's like, man, it's such a sobering reminder,
you know, even though, okay, it's like, I'll give you Zach Woods because that guy is such an asshole in real life.
And then
the second in the movie where he says, "I'm the white Basquiat," I go, I'll do him. Just you can go. I'll take care of this guy myself. Just off a general principle. Topher Grace, yeah. Until he did that bit where he re-edited the, I think it was like the prequel trilogy to make it better, and somebody made a big deal out of that, and I'm going, okay, maybe this guy isn't so bad. But his character in this movie, because he's a character's a phony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everybody in this movie, with the exception of Jessica Henwick's character or Bill Camp's, because they just are who they are, and they're who he should be striving towards. You're right, but everybody else is kind of trying to be somebody else to their own detriment. He's trying to fit into this world. You have, like I said, you got basically the white guy who thinks he's black. You've got
one creep photographer.
Yeah, and then you got Topher Grace, who's obviously a phony. everybody is trying to be something that they're not, and it is to their detriment, which is what kind of helps at first. Oh, okay, yeah, take them out, take them out. They're worthless.
Well, the woman, the
And
elderly
then,
woman who's doing the wanting to be young still, you know, the old man who's looking for all the thrills. And I love the uncle's message when he had said, he goes, I've been in here, I think he said for like 24 hours or for like a couple days, and you're the only one who has come to see me. And it was like,
you're the
yeah,
only one who came to see
there's
me. Yeah.
still good in you. It was almost like the Star Wars, there's still good in you, you know? But
Yeah.
but nope.
No.
Yeah. That was good.
Interesting film. Okay.
And we're finishing early for you there, Deleted.
I know.
All right. Let's take
Well, it
the
hasn't even gone off yet.
we'll take the spoilers down. Yeah.
I mean, if
So-
they were going to make another Star Wars like this, I can't believe they were able to bend that into the film. No, I'm just kidding. People don't unmute it. Just kidding.
Yeah, because the scene with the CGI Marlon Brando, perfect. You know,
The way they brought him back from the dead. No, I'm just kidding.
it's amazing. Yeah, I especially like the scene where he said,
Sin said she was rooting for the FBI agents.
yeah.
I was.
Well-
I wanted him to be taken out. I did. Because I realized that what they were doing in making these people that he's taken out, that he's taking out, come across as just repugnant and assholey. They were doing that so that the audience would hope that he would take him out. And I
Right.
realized that was that sort of emotional manipulation going on. And I was thinking of Dexter.
Yeah.
But Dexter takes out the actual trash, the serial killers. So someone like Dexter, I can root for because of who he's deciding to take out. These rich assholes, it was like, I don't think they deserve to be murdered just because this guy doesn't like that they have the money that he wants, you know? So it's like everything he was doing just ran so counter to my instinct about stuff like that. So it was just like, I just can't go along with this one, unfortunately.
This is season 5 of Dexter with Julia Stiles, though. I really want to say is the epitome of how that show was projecting itself. It did so well in season 5.
It was
my
that
favorite.
was the last really good season.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it was a downhill slide. I couldn't finish New Blood, and I've heard Resurrection is good, but then I haven't watched the prequel stuff either. I don't know.
Neither
Maybe
did I.
one day. Maybe I just don't know. There's too many other things to watch. So.
Yep. Nope. I stopped after season 5. When I hit season 6, the entire ambiance changed.
Don't like it's totally. I
Yeah.
was. That show went from being one of the absolute best on TV to it, like so many shows have done. Game of Thrones,
Mhm.
Heroes, you know, it's such a great start, and then it's just like crash and burn at the end into something so stupid.
And then producers put their ideas into it, you know. And they're like, let's change this. No.
Yeah, it got really stupid.
The mark of a good producer: shut up and let the filmmaker make his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, who was it that you had reminded me about somebody on that deleted, and now I can't remember, but yeah, I'll have to text you later and if I can remember it. But yeah, just let them make their movie and leave it alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lynch. Yeah, I was thinking about that when
David
you were
Lynch?
discussing Lynch and how Lynch was getting upset because Troy had brought that up, you know, and I can see that too, because Lynch has so many brilliant ideas through
Well-
the work, and if you would just let the person do the he'll eventually give you the payoff as to what's coming. But if
Yeah.
they can't build that and you just want it immediately, then there's no enjoyment to it, you know? And so,
And that was and who was doing that? That was Bob Iger
hmm.
who was pushing that.
Sashi, sorry, I just saw Sashi's comment.
The Kung Fu Hustle.
Okay, it's probably above Kung Fu Hustle, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kung Fu
You're
Hustle just knows they're being stupid. It is just
I hated it so much. I hated it.
it just it's like the Bruce Willis film where it's supposed to be somewhat of a parody type thing, and so you know, they're just going around making these stupid comments like from the movie Airplane in the film. But yeah.
Oh, see, I don't like movies like that. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Yeah, I despised every moment of Kung Fu Hustle. At least with this, even though I did not like the characters and story, I wasn't pissed off 1,000% of the time like I was with Kung Fu Hustle, just because I hated that experience so much. So, I really did. Like, oof, I was angry after because I was like, I don't ever want to do this again.
I'm not sure, but and again, not to I promote Sashi's cultural side of the hemisphere or whatnot, but they do such a much better job with the type of humor when it is like that. Kung Fu Hustle, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist was hilarious, and they brought a lot of the actors back. The soccer one, just
Shaolin
I don't know.
soccer.
Their
No
method of
thanks.
bringing in that comedy is just so funny.
Oh gosh, that's it. Does not work for me.
Oh man, but yeah, this one definitely worth it. It is up there for me as well. I don't think it surpasses Good Luck Have Fun for me though, because Sam Rockwell just he puts that perfection into it. You know.
Have you seen? Oh gosh, see how they run?
Yes, is
Okay.
also one of my favorite because
Really good. Like
that
that
one,
movie.
and I really want to believe that they're on a date at the end of that
I
because
do too, right?
the young lady is so headstrong and doing things, and
She was
he's so
adorable.
yeah, he's so patient with her. And so they bring in that lady who's not his wife, and he's like, "That is not my wife," and they're just,
Yeah.
you know, and it's at that point she finally realizes like
She
he's
was
a good
jumping the
guy.
gun on everything.
Yeah.
She was so funny.
But yeah, he goes, "You're looking for me. I did it. Hey, now I'll arrest you." And he's like, "Hold on." It's like having to pull back.
A
It's
good film, you
yeah.
guys. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend.
And they play it out perfectly. The story is perfect. With the theory on how everything goes, they play the whole thing out perfectly like somebody wanted to make their play or their film. And that's exactly how the movie plays out. It's so funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
that one's a great one. Rockwell's just good.
He is.
Three billboards outside of Ebbing. My dad introduced me to that. Oh my gosh. His redneck type character of just doing everything against protocol was hilarious.
I need to rewatch that film because I had it playing but didn't pay attention to it, so I don't remember a thing about it. But yeah,
It's
I'd like to
It
check it out again.
it's dark humor.
it
It is dark
it
humor.
is pitch black dark,
Yeah, but it's so
but
funny.
it is, and and again a pretty good
The
film. It doesn't end the way you think it's going to.
right. And the one
Either.
scene
Yeah.
my dad thought was hilarious was this woman, she paints these signs outside of their town, basically wanting justice. Last thing. And so the mom is outside the school and some student insults her children. So she gets out of the car and beats the living crap out of like the teenage student, right? So the kids get out of the car. Thanks, mom. Like have a good day. Just make sure that we are targeted as we go into the school. My dad couldn't stop laughing at that, but It's like those type things. The humor that's in it is pretty is pretty great. But yeah, Rockwell plays his role to the hilt, like always. So
I haven't seen him in anything where he's not good. Okay, deleted. We don't want to keep you.
All right. So, yeah, how to make a killing? Go, I think it's worth checking out. So, yeah.
it's a good one. Sin did not get on a soapbox, so it's good enough, right?
No.
Yeah, it's not one of the ones that I feel like ranting against, but it's also just not one that I'm fully enthusiastic about.
So kind of, yeah.
If you like this type of film, yeah, you'll love it. If you
She
like
gives
Len
that-
Powell, you'll love it.
Comatose thumb.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like
Ugh. And it's going to
Yeah.
stay there.
Yeah, but I do advise, if you've never seen it, checking out A Shock to the System with Michael Caine from 1990.
First, I've heard of it, so I'm going to have to go watch it.
And
Yeah, same.
and it's only 90 minutes. It moves like a rocket ship. Yeah, he's in every scene of it, just about. And yeah, Michael Caine, right?
Michael Caine.
He's moving up that corporate ladder, you know.
Oh gosh.
You should
Oh,
look
I'm
up how he met his wife, which was just very surprising. So his story on that is great.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, one time around the horn. I will not embiggen.
Yes, thank you.
Sin.
Okay, so I'm super behind on all reviews. I did manage to film 2 before this, and maybe they'll go out this week or next. But tomorrow I am going to do a live stream to promote the Rubber Ducky Awards that's happening that's happening this Sunday. I'm going to go over the list of nominees and tell who I voted for and who I think is actually going to win, just to kind of help promote the show. And yeah, I think that's actually it for live streams for me this week, or for anything that I know of this week. So yeah, super busy and super behind on YouTube stuff.
Enigma.
I finally got everything prepared for my reviews. So I'm just going to say movies that I've seen in the theaters thus far, rather than just January, because we've already gotten through February, but the job transition kind of stalled a lot of it, just to make sure I was up to speed. So yeah, I'll get that out. That is coming out this week.
Cool.
All right. As for myself, right after this, we'll be, of course, live from Sparkwood in 21. I'll be joined, as usual, by Troy, Netter, and Boomer. We're going to be watching the pilot film for Twin Peaks. So stay tuned for that. Of course, right after that will be the return of Sherlock Holmes over on Troy's channel. This week's episode is The Priory School. And right after that is completed, come back to my channel, because I got an unboxing.
Oh.
So, yeah. I think I have a pretty good idea of what it is. And I think I may have multiple copies of something.
Oh.
Again. So,
That's good.
in fact,
one for display and one to watch.
There you go.
if in fact, if what I think is in the box is what it is, I might have 5 copies of it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's like me with the Terminator and Terminator 2.
So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one, guys. Yeah. So that'll be right after Troy is done with Sherlock Holmes. So think about 11:10, 11:15.
Were you
Let's see.
successful in getting the Scream sign? That's what I
This
Oh, we're
scream
so-
sign, I swear.
Screams.
I'll be more than happy to come and help you with that.
I get my Sidney Prescott back, yay! Okay. It was always brunettes with me. Anywho, hi. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
How you doing? We're
Hi
still
and
on.
bye.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, like I said, Thursday, Action Theater, 4:30 p.m., hosted by Outlaw Bill and myself. This week's movie will be Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. So stay tuned for that. And we got an interesting one for Sunday for Western Cinema at 3:30 on Sunday. We're going to be watching the spaghetti western Arizona Colt from 1966.
Wow.
Never heard of that.
And it's actually a movie that's available on YouTube, so nobody can complain about not being able to see it because
There you go.
it is there. We will be watching the 1 hour and 53-minute cut because we understand that there's a few versions out there, but that's the definitive one. So we're going to be watching that. And it's about kind of an anti-hero who winds up tangling with a bandit who's going to lay siege to a town. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be something. Hopefully good, because I've never heard it. I've watched the first 10 minutes of it and already, and it's not boring. So
Oh, that's good.
just stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's going to be plenty of action. So yeah. And yet, strangely, no Klaus Kinski. Yes, but he was a complete madman. How did Werner Herzog not kill him? I have no idea. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end the show. All right. I want to thank Sense Corner, the most violent woman on YouTube. I want to thank Enigma Severus, the man who got himself into this. Completely your fault, sir. Bad. Okay.
Like I said, I'm
as
to watch the professionals. Sin and you doing your thing are professionals with it, so I'm good.
Oh no, I'm awful. I'm awful.
No, not really.
I add a half hour to every show I'm in, and I am the total weak link here. Hello to Tariq. Hello to Tariq.
Oh, hey,
Good to
Tariq.
see you, sir. Okay, we're about to wrap it up, but the show was it was a
the
good one,
photo.
and it was a good film. So good little discussion. All right, so any last words before we close it out?
Go watch a good movie.
It is a great movie.
I didn't say that about this. I just said go watch a good movie.
Do that. There were good movies once. It was in the days of war.
And this is why they had Marlon Brando in it.
Yes. No, I just want to say that I'm not wearing any pants right now. And,
He's just sitting in the
Okay.
corner with the cat.
Are you doing
did
Michael
the,
Madsen again, or
no, this is my Brando and my Michael Madsen tend to intersect. I've retired.
Okay.
I have retired my Michael Madsen.
oh,
bit.
you've retired Michael?
of
Yeah, I haven't heard him in a
respect,
while.
so-
I still need to watch that movie.
Madsen's film with the professional on LSD was awesome. That one was fun to watch. What was it? What's the name of that again? Where the little girl hires him with the monster under their bed.
Oh no, I was talking about.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Did I say
Mads.
Mads Mikkelsen? I thought I
Mads
said
Mikkelsen.
Madsen.
You
No, you
said
did.
Madsen.
I'm
He
off.
said Mikkelsen.
Oh, okay.
You're
I
wrong.
was so confused. I was like, wait a second. Madsen was not in that movie.
No.
That's Funny is the one you're talking about.
That's
Yes.
funny. Yes.
That's funny. Okay.
My bad.
Oh my
My bad.
gosh.
Wow.
Okay, you're going to be late.
Lieutenant Giratina, good evening. All right. As I say at the end of every broadcast from HQ in all points, north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Bye.
Good night.
Illuminati, Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win.